Yeah, doing it live. Live and direct in full effect from Tampa, Florida. Mm-mm-mm. Wait for some more people to jump in here. You know what I'm saying? Uh, getting the phone programmed. Things are happening. Shout out to the Reverend Bob Levy for the retweet. Shout out Atishis Flynn. Shout out, who else we shouting out here? Sark, made in California. Stu Cluster. You guys, I will give the shouts out. I don't care. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You plug my shit, I'll plug yours. That's how I roll. That's how the captain rolls. I steer the ship. Steering it right now. Joseph Hoydilla, good evening, Captain. Good evening, Joseph. Are you from the East Coast? You on the East Coast? Wester Rico. Chad, I love these lives. Thank you. Thank you, Wester Eco. I'm trying to do more and more, be more consistent. I might pick particular days and times so we can all jump in at the same time. We'll know when it is. Almost like scheduled programming. Wester Eco, sending love from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Trying to build my fan base in the UK. I want to be the biggest comedian in the UK. Honestly, I want to just have a good following. I don't care where it's at, to be honest with you. Neon Gutters 2020 says that'd be good. Consistent times. Well, that's the thing. Like I just started live streaming, so I still want to build the infrastructure here. I want to add some more elements, a better system. It's going to take time. I'm figuring this out as I have a million things that I'm juggling. Recording sit-down Zoomox, Misery Love Companies, Misery Loves Footballs, Mondays with Mazer, booking, editing. It's a lot on my plate. And on top of that, sending out avails to stand-up comedy clubs for work. So, you know what it's like to apply for a new job? You know what that feeling's like? I do that every day. I've been applying for a new job every day for 9 years. Just trying to get work. Like next week, I'm at the Tampa Improv with Brad Williams. That just fell in my lap. Thank God Brad was coming to Tampa. Heard I was living here. Asked if I would feature. I said, absolutely. I live 3.4 miles away. Let's rock. It's a lot of good content. Neon Gutters 2020. We're going to get into it, guys. I got some stuff. That's what they say in the radio business, a tease. Okay? I'm the captain. I worked in terrestrial radio. I know a tease. I've done it all. Radio, podcast, stand-up comedy, writer, actor, author. I've been a part of it all. Seen it all, son. And I had mediocre to no success. But I see the uptick. I see the numbers growing on the YouTube. I see the numbers growing on the Patreon. I see more people coming to my shows. So something's happening. I never got the Rogan bump. I never got put over on Rogan like Tim Dillon, who's making $25,000 a month. Scratch that. $125,000 a month on Patreon. So go sign up to my Patreon for as little as $3. Thanks. Appreciate it. Busting my ass over here, guys. But it's you guys. Word of mouth. Telling people, posting, retweeting, liking, leaving comments. It all helps. It all comes together. So thank you. You guys know who you are. I try to shout out all of y'all. Richard Lopez, my man Richard Lopez, who there's another guy. He put it out there on his Instagram. I saw the post. Richard, thank you, promoting my channel. Would you go on the Tim Dillon path and pretend to be gay? I really, in all honesty, I've had enough conversations where I don't think Tim's pretend gay. It's a funny conspiracy theory, and Tim's well aware of Kevin saying that, and he thinks it's hilarious. Am I saying it right? Puerto Rico, favorite drink. I'm a vodka man. Yeah, when I'm drinking vodka. Caused me a lot of damage in my life, a lot of problems. But that's usually my go-to. I'm not a big whiskey guy or a tequila guy, so mostly vodka, yes. Bobby Miller, ahoy, Captain. Right there. Joseph says, I'm 3 miles away from the Improv. You're like, I'm in your backyard, son. Shout out Tampa, Florida. Shout out. I got a gentleman redoing my website. I want to plug him, but I don't know this proper company to plug. I'll wait to do that on my podcast where there's a bigger audience to give him a proper plug, but I'll be plugging him a lot. Oh yeah, Joe, I was talking to you earlier today on Instagram. I just put 2 and 2 together, my friend. And you signed up to my Patreon, and I do appreciate that, my friend. That's very nice. Very kind to you. I appreciate the support. We were talking about a couple comics that are kind of making names for themselves. I remember. I got you by 2 years. I didn't know you were right here in Tampa. How about that? Puerto Rico. Are you in the Burt Porcelain documentary? I hear I am. I know Porcelain wanted to talk to me one-on-one, but I heard he's taking clips of me either on Bert's podcast or Misery Loves Company. So I don't know what that wacky Porcelain's doing. He says it's almost done. We'll see. Thing is, I'm not afraid to speak out. I've had my differences with Bert. I think he's been pretty shitty at times, but he's also been very nice. But all in all, for the most part, he's a guy I don't think. I thought we were friends, but we're not. We're just acquaintances. I've known him for 15 years, but at the end of the day, he doesn't got my back. And that's just what it is. You learn it the hard way. Hollywood's a rough business. It is rough. You'll see comics turn their back on you in 5 seconds. They're all trying to get ahead. They'll do anything to get ahead. And it's hard to be loyal to some of these people. And it is what it is. Neon Gutters. Tom is a good topic. Puerto Rico. You remember when he promised you a car? Yes, I do. We were in Alabama. We just done Nashville Zanies, and we were doing a Sunday night in Alabama, 2 shows, and we got to the venue early, and we were just walking around, just talking, because we were around each other all weekend long, and I just had gotten a car wreck in St. Louis, like right before our gig, so my car was totaled, so I had to rent a car to drive from St. Louis to Nashville. It's a long story. So I was telling him the story. I was like, dude, it's going to suck. I can't afford a new car right now. I got to go through this. It was a whole thing. And he's like, oh, dude, we have a car. We don't even drive. You can just have our car. I'm like, serious? He's like, yeah, we're not driving. It just sits there. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Thank you. And he goes, yeah, no problem. It's all right. And then I try to follow up about the car. And then, he just ghosted me. So I never got the car. But I got a story. And he might deny it. He probably will, but it's true. It happened. I mean, he promised me a card and just disappeared. Uh, Wester Rico, Bert is a total liar. I hope the doc is a goof. I hope it's good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't wish the guy ill will, because I met his wife. She's very sweet. He's a father, but he's built for Hollywood. He's a bullshitter, and I will say he's very determined, and he puts out a work ethic. He pretty much, the whole party facade thing is just, it's just the image. It's like a gimmick. It's like almost like pro wrestling, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, 316, and it's a gimmick. It's a hook. Beer drinking. So, whatever. Everyone's trying to find a hook, a brand. Everyone's looking for a brand. I never had one. I mean, maybe I would be further along in my career, but I don't want to dupe the customer. I don't want to dupe people. I don't want to use people to get ahead. I want it to be authentic. I'm a genuine dude. The only thing I ever want to do in this business was make people laugh. I do the captain thing as a goof. It's just, this is silly. I'm poking fun of Opie, but it's not like I'm the real captain. It's just, it's silly. It's funny. It's dumb. I'm not going to be inauthentic with who I am. And there's a lot of comics who are just not authentic to who they really are. They're playing characters. Richard Lopez, you're a darn good segment producer. Thank you. Holy shit. Guys, if you only knew, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. If you knew what we have on the hook that possibly might go down tomorrow, it's going to be a what the fuck moment. I'm not going to give you any hints, any clues. I'm not going to tell you, but it's wow. It's going to stir the pot. It's going to be a thing. If we pull this off, and it's confirmed right now, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's always been that situation. And I've always given away too much where people like guessed, and next thing you know, it didn't happen. Everyone was pissed. But if we pull this off tomorrow, that we probably air on Monday, holy shit. For all you people in Reddit land and message board land that likes, you like to stir stuff up, controversy, gossip, comics will even watch this. Holy shit. That's all I'm going to say. And everything's in place. It's very delicate. I don't want the person to last minute get cold feet like Pang Dang did. So there's your hint. It's not Pang Dang. Pang Dang was last week's news. We got new news. So with that being said, when you'll hear about it when it comes out. If you're not on Kevin's Patreon, I told Kevin I'm putting it on mine too, because I was like, I helped put this thing together. So it'll be a SWAT cast. Jerry says Dave Landau, very smart and funny. I like him. Neon Gutters 2020. He promotes a lifestyle of heavy drinking and partying, but he doesn't actually do those things anymore. Yeah, it's like it's an image. I've been on the road with him. He'll hang out. He'll drink 2 cocktails, and I've seen him get shit-faced one time. Puerto Rico, do you like Red Bar? I don't have a problem with Red Bar. The only time I see his show is on those clips on YouTube, so I've never watched his show, but, he's been doing it for a long time. I've heard about Red Bar for a long time. And he's got his thing, and people love him. I think we come from the same school. I think he likes our show. I think he likes Kevin. I don't think he knows who I am. I think he has an idea. I know some trolls were trying to get him to shit on me, but he didn't really shit on me. He was kind of indifferent, which is cool, and I respect that. But he said a couple of things that made me laugh. But I haven't watched his show. I understand it's a long program, and it's not really accessible. You have to go to his website. Jacob Marie says, "Oh shit, it's Zumach." Whoa. Do. Oh, by the way, I know the fake accounts. I'm just ignoring you because it's like silly. It's like, all right, I get it. Neon Gutters 2020. The older generation seems more honest, other than Bobby. Now, Bobby who? Who are you talking about when you say Bobby? Bobby Lee? Tommy Pham, good afternoon, Chad Zumach. Good afternoon. You must be on the West Coast or overseas. Jerry Lahan says Red Bar reminds me of Dennis Miller. Okay. I don't see it. Jacob Marie, nobody cares about Tony Hinchcliffe. No, that's not true. He has a good following. Neon Gutters 2020. Will it be on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. It's all. By the way, that's why you sign up. If this goes down, if this happens, this is why you sign up to the Patreons and support the comedians, because there was some work to go into it. Not only work, psychology, emails, telephone calls, discussions. And we're doing it for the fans and the public. This will not this will not benefit Kevin, Brennan, and I in our community for a long time. We're doing it for you. The fake accounts, the real accounts. So just know if this happens, it'll probably be out on Monday. It'll probably come out on Monday. If we record this thing tomorrow, it was for you. All I'll say is, okay, here's your one hint. You ready? I was on the phone with Kevin today after we recorded our podcast. He called me a couple times a day. We're giving each other updates. And he calls me. I go, "Are we confirmed?" And he goes, "Yeah, right now we are." He's like, "I'm going to tell you something. I don't think we'll ever be on Joe Rogan's show ever again." I go, "All right, let's do it." That's the only hint I'm going to give you. We were both laughing because we realized you guys are going to love it and how immature it is. I hope you like it as much as Kevin and I are. Like, right, if it happens, which it looks like it's going to, knock it on wood. Take one for the team. Tommy Fan, Chad Zumach wants to build you want to be like a YouTube sensation like Jake Paul and Logan Paul? Not like that. By the way, they're from my hometown. They're from Westlake, Ohio. I grew up in Kent, but lived in Lakewood for 11 years, which was right next to Westlake. I never heard of those dudes until they blew up on YouTube. I don't want to be like that. I just want to have a cool following, just a nice little following. I want to be able to do live podcasts, sell out like some venues here and there, a couple markets, nothing crazy. I'm not looking to be famous. Fuck that. I just want like a cool group of people that like my shit, and then we can go from there. All right, what do we got? I'm trying to catch up with everything. I let the comments go. So let me. All right, where we are. Where are we? Shalom from Ian Ellis. Bony Cringefish. Is it Red Bar? Jacob True hardly head of him. From Jeff. Joseph, my man, from Tampa. I'm sure a lot of the adapting a persona is anxiety for the most. It is for me, stand-up wise. Yeah, it's a voice. You know, you got to figure out your voice. Ian Ellis, Burke can even handle a little Molly. Jacob Marie, ha ha ha. Why is Kevin running from Seon Z? or unique. I don't think he's running. I don't know what's going on. Jerry Blaine says Kevin ranting against Whitney Cummings got me laughing. I like both of them. Ian Ellis, Tony Hinchcliffe owes me $350. Okay, my man, Puerto Rico. Did you see the Owen Benjamin headline? He's in the news trying to start a commune. Is it in the news? My man, Australian Alice. Dan, what's up, Shad? What's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Live streaming, bitches. Neon Gutters. This time I meant Bobby Kelly. Bobby Lee is full of shit, too. And Bobby Lee's bro is a good guy. I'm just reading these. I'm reading what you're saying. This is not coming from my mouth. These are not my opinions. I'm just letting you be heard. Jerry says, I saw the Kevin Brennan roast, and it wasn't making Chad look good. Ha, 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 ha. 2 years later. Ooh, it's thundering. Get some rain here in Tampa. Australian Ellis. Opie mentioned you, so I came over. He did not. I would love for him to mention me. He's not going to. Bobby Miller. At least you work a dinner out of it. At least you can work a dinner out of it. Tommy Fame says Chad Zumock. Oh, I already read this. Okay, I'm just getting caught up, guys. Sorry. Bobby Miller. Take one for the team. Ian Ellis. Are you Team Bam Margera or Team Jeff Tremaine? I don't know. I don't pay. Here's the thing, guys. I got my world of stand-up, but I don't pay attention to everything. I'm not even listening to comedy podcasts anymore because I'm just over it. I'll listen to Mark Norman from time to time, but I'm not keeping up with. I don't listen to Bert. Barely listen to Rogan unless it's somebody really cool. I'll listen to Tim Dillon from time to time. Every now and then I'll tap into Cumia, but that's it. That's it. I don't know what the fuck Theo Vaughn's doing. I don't know what Steve Burns doing. I don't know what Brian Callen's doing. I don't know what I like D'Elia, but I don't know what the hell he's saying. I'm not listening to Whitney. Holy shit! I tried to listen to that one podcast with Mark Norman and Giannis. I texted Mark Norman. I go, dude, what the hell was Whitney on? I had to tap out 40 minutes in. I won't tell you what he said, but it was pretty funny. Death Think. Hi, Chad. Just listened to the new MLC show from today. Great job. Thank you, Death Think. I didn't know it was out. Holy super chat. Somebody just came in hard with the super chat. Oh, dude, Sark is in the house. You're on the Patreon, brother. You dropped me my first super chat, Sark. He writes, when you thought your neighbor was breaking into your place because you left your keys in the door, she sounded kind of hot, was she? Funny you should mention, Sark. She was pretty attractive. And, okay, here's a great story. Probably about a week ago, because I ride my bike around the neighborhood every day. I'll show you my bike. Here, I'll show you my bike. See if I can bring it over. Just so you guys get a visual, because one of the fans, Cliff, bought it, I believe. Here we are. Hold on. It's my bike. It's my bike I ride every day. Ride my bike everywhere. Sorry I couldn't make it bigger. Anyways, going back to that story, I ride my bike around the neighborhood. I've always ridden bikes. I'm a big bike guy. Ever since I was a kid, as soon as I learned how to ride a bike when I was a kid, I loved it. I rode BMX. I got into freestyle. My favorite movie is the movie Rad with Bill Allen, who's been on the podcast. So anyways, I ride my bike every day. You're like, get to the point, motherfucker. So Sark, I was riding up to my door, and she was walking from her car, and we look at each other, and I go, holy shit, that's a hot chick. Then I realized that's the girl. And she kind of like gave me like a hi, this guy's weird. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she just hey, she made it real quick, like, don't kill me, you're a psycho. So I'm like, shit. So I think I ruined it. But yeah, she was attractive. Damn it. uh, did you see Owen Benjamin's in the news? I'll Google it as soon as I get through these comments. So I'll read what's going on with Owen. Jerry says, tell Kevin Red Bar mentions him often and wants him a joint interview call in, hints Kevin puts out. Kevin's well aware, but he doesn't know when Red Bar show comes on, and he's not against it, but I don't know what to say. I know you guys want to see it. It probably will happen someday. Behind closed doors, Kevin's never said anything bad about Red Bar. You got to talk to Kevin. I can't tell him to talk to Red Bar. I don't know what to say. Kevin's his own man. All right. Mike Schubert said, how far do you ride your bike? How far can you ride a wheelie on your bike? I can go for 10 pedals. I'm a pretty good BMX guy. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty good as a kid. I could do indos, bunny hops, all that stuff. I was into that stuff. I was a biker, BMXer. My man Sark, thank you again for the super chat, 1999. Signed up to Patreon today. Appreciate it, Sark. You're a good man. The difference between Brennan and Cummings is Brennan is funny. I'm assuming you're talking Kevin Brennan, not Neil Brennan, because I would put them in the same category. Ooh, burn! Okay, Owen is in the news. Google it. Hold on. I'm going to get caught up here so I don't want to miss your comments. You guys take the time to leave a comment. I want to leave the time to leave an answer. I like when people just start fighting with each other in the comments. That's always fun. My man Joseph right here in Tampa, Florida says, yes, sir, outside trying to keep the laptop dry, so I'm going to need a beer to run inside soon. Ooh, a beer sounds good. I'm not drinking. Thumbs up on the viewer boost. Thank you for the thumbs up. Opie's at 300 viewers now. Is he live right now? If he is, drop my name. Watch him ignore it. Joseph said, Uncle Joey has been doing good podcasts as of late. Yeah, fucking Diaz. I get updates on Diaz just about every day because he lives next to Florentine now. I'm going to go up there this summer. Me and Diaz, we talk through Facebook, and we're going to do some lunch when I go up there. I don't know him well, so I don't know him at all, honestly. We met a couple times. I brought him to the stage at the Comedy Store in the main room. It was a pretty big deal. I always thought he was funny. Respect him. Everyone likes him. Why are you using a 2008 photo of him? At Mike David. Don't call a grown man your Uncle Joey, okay? That's Joey Diaz. He's Uncle Joey. That's what we call him. He's been in the game for a minute. Neon, he has me by at least 15 years. Sanzi is stream sniping you. Is he doing his stream right now? He's cool. We talked. We've DM'd a few times. I don't got a problem with him. Jerry says, I sweat like Chad. It's annoying. I'm not sweating. I got out of the shower today. When I did Misery Loves Company, I literally just got out of the shower. So that's why I was a little damp. Australian Ellis, he is watching you. Who? Ray Parker Jr.? No, what's the dude's name? From the Michael Jackson. Somebody's watching me. Rockwell. Opie just said, likes Kev and brutally honest. He didn't say anything about me, Jerry. Tammy Fan. I love how I'm competing with Opie and Say on Z right now. We got live streams galore. Who else is out there? Chrissy Mayer. She live streaming. I need attention. Tammy Fame says, Chad Zumach's IG story of him riding his bike with frozen pizza was funny. Oh, I remember that. Neon Gutters, if your favorite movie is Rad, get in touch with comedian Mike Cannon. He loves Rad and named his son after it. He's funny too. He's going to be on Misery Loves Company, I think Monday. Well, it depends on what we do with this one coming up. But I'm going to talk to fucking Cannon on Misery Loves Company because I've been shouting about Rad, and I'm older than him. And I've been talking. I had Bill Allen on my podcast right at the beginning of the quarantine. So, no, before that. So, Cannon, you might be biting my style. Go look at go in my Sit Down Zumach, wherever you subscribe to me, Pandora, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. You can find the Crew Jones episode with I'm drawing a blank. I got Bill Schultz going through my head. I got fucking Bill Allen. There it is. Boom. I used to hate him, but he has changed. Very positive and uplifting. Oh, you're talking about Diaz. Oh, yeah. Kyle is really stream sniping you. Ha ha, Chad. You're famous. Oh, Yeeknik, I am stream sniping you. So you're watching my stream, commenting on what I'm saying. So it's like a swap cast, if you will. Are we doing a swap stream? Because you're in that StreamYard, so I can't even pull you up. Well, tell your followers, because I know you have some listen. Come hit subscribe on my channel. You do this shit all the time. I'm new to the game, son. You've been doing it for a minute, and you got fans in your stream. Tell them to come hit subscribe on the channel, bro. Help a brother out. I'll show you now. This is laughing. Say hi to Kyle. Is Kyle Yeeknik? This world's new to me, guys. Okay, if I'm going to be a YouTube sensation, don't just assume I know everybody. I'm trying to fit in. I'm the new kid in school. Okay, you guys have been in this world. I'm learning. I want to be the cool kid one day, but right now I'm the kid. I'm the fucking dork. Like, who is this guy? I'm trying to eat lunch at your lunch table. You won't let me sit there. Like this season of Cobra Kai, the nerds. Then I gotta go join Cobra Kai and learn karate so I can hang out with you. I gotta learn karate to be in this live stream. Ian Ellis, do you think Anthony Jeselnik is God's gift to comedy? No, but I think he's a funny comedian, but I don't like his antics as of late. I've known Anthony for a long time in comedy. A long time. I thought he had a unique style. I thought it was brave of him to stay that style when no one knew who he was and built his following. But I don't like his antics. Some of the stuff he's been doing. Misery Loves Clips is in the house. Go hit subscribe on their channel. Misery Loves Clips says, you may have got the Rogan bump. You may not have gotten the Rogan bump, but you got the Misery Loves Clip bump instead. Boom. Sign Misery Loves Clips to a fucking Spotify deal. Jerry says, I suspect Jeselnik has a team of writers like many comedy shows, so he's comfortable. I can't claim or deny. I don't know. I'm not even speculating. Jerry says, I think Mark Norman hinted Jeselnik stole material, but if it's his writers, then that's just a bad hire. I'm friends with Mark, and he's never said anything directly to me. Why is Kevin scared of Yeeknik's-ness? Is that like when Kanye changed his name? Yeeknik says, tell Brennan to stop being afraid and have me on MLC. It will be your biggest episode. I had said something to him, and I texted, and he just sent me back a thumbs up. Brennan likes to text thumbs up. You're being broadcast to thousands right now. Well, tell them to subscribe to my fucking channel. If Yeekneek's going to snipecast, I expect you guys to subscribe. Give me some of those Yeekneek. What's your fans called? The Neekers? Sounds pretty bad. Sounds like I just canceled myself. I canceled myself when I moved to Florida. It's over. As soon as I left LA, I was canceled. So shout out to the Neekers. House Sparks, but his is political. Jerry says, I can't listen to two things at once, so excuse me for not keeping up. I don't know. I know the Yeeker does it in StreamYard because I was on a show before. Sark says, thanks again for the super chat. Too bad what Chrissy Mayer really needs is gum cancer. That gummy mouth hole. Ooh, that was rough. But it's the internet. People have said worse about me. I got good gums. Yeekneek promises to not smash Kevin if he invites him on MLC. I don't think Kevin's afraid of that. I don't know. I mentioned something to him. This is the thing about Misery Loves Company. That Brian never got Lenny, fucking Jimmy. It's his podcast. I knew it from the get-go. It's his podcast. I don't pretend it's mine. I don't when we're off mic and we have like we talk about our situation, our agreements. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. That sounds good. Yeah. I don't fight him on anything. I don't argue. I mean, it's just because I know Kevin. I know him well, you know. I look up to him. I think he's a phenomenal comedian, and he's done a lot in the business. And I'm just glad he wants me to be a part of his show. I'm just happy. And when he wanted to make me the co-host, I'm like, nah, I don't want that role because I think we're friends off mic, and I see what happens to your co-host. You never talk to them again. They're gone out of your life. So I don't want to be the co-host. I'll just be on the show. How about that? And I like the show. It's fun. I have fun on that podcast. I have more fun on Kevin's podcast than I have on any other podcast. Although I loved the one episode of the Crab Feast I did, but that podcast is no longer. It's like the Honeydew. But I think it's still up. You can go listen to it. I did an episode of the Crab Feast that I've gotten tons of feedback. To this day, people still email me from that episode. And even Jay Larson and Ryan Sickler said it was one of their best. So I'm proud of that episode. I brought the thunder. Jacob says they're the same followers as yours, dude. Who? Sark Anaphorian says, too bad what Chrissy really needs. Oh, I read that. Tumasta, Yeekneek. Ness promises not to. Okay, there's so many messages, guys. I keep leaving comments. Trust me, I'll read them. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at. I got the Yeekneek bum now. He's the biggest. He's the biggest YouTuber. Now he's got a lot of subscribers. Colin Leach subbed and liked from Yeekneek. Figure to support you. Shout out Yeekneek. Shout out Colin Leach. Kyle's a teddy bear, a big drunken teddy bear. Where does Kyle live? Somebody give me the backstory on that. Tumasta. I'm already a sub, Chad. Like your style. Shout out. STU. You should get Norm McDonald at MLC. Yo, I don't know. I only know Norm from when he hosted my Gotham Live, but I doubt he remembers me. And Kevin worked on a show, and I think Kevin reached out. Problem with Kevin, he'll reach out, and if he doesn't get a response, he just moves on and never tries it again. Paul Padone says, Chad, you're perfect for Kevin's show. You're awesome. Thank you, Paul. You're a Patreon. Thank you for the Patreon, Paul. Neon Gutters. Was that you who called into Kevin's podcast to ask him his top 5 and worst best comedians? When? Back in the day, I mean. I don't know. Burning Bridges? Australian Ellis. You're officially the co-host, though. No, I'm not. That's Kiss of Death. Colin Leach, fan of Sickler. I'll check out the Crab Feast apps. It's from like 3-4 years ago, but I kill it. I also was on the Honeydew too. I was on one of the early episodes of the Honeydew, which I did okay, but it wasn't as good as my Crab Feast. That's before I was exiled from Hollywood. People wanted me on their podcast. Everyone was like, dude, come on my podcast. And then I made fun of Patton Oswalt's deceased wife to his current wife, and it became Comedy 9/11, and comedians turned their back on me. They thought I was a problem. So people used to ask me to go on their podcast all the time in LA. Not anymore. And I'm fine with that. Australian Ellis. I re-listened to the Lenny Marcus era recently, and even though it's good because Lenny Bashan rules, he's a fucking wet blanket for Kevin. Brian was annoying as fuck after a few episodes. You're a good fit. Appreciate it. Thank you. I just know when to shut up and when to talk. It's that simple. It's pretty easy. Neon Gutters 2020. Yeah, I think Burning Bridges. It's on YouTube, and they say in the comments, it sounds like you. I've done so many of these, dude. Like, I don't even know. It's getting to the point, like, where shit's just starting to run together. Neon Gutters 2020. Yeah, I think Burning Bridge. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Pawtucket. What a shithole. You ever do a gig with a comic named Vinny Beetle from Ian Ellis, LLC? Scumbag Vinny, according to Jacob Marie. Biggest liar in the mid-Atlantic. Let me look up Vinny Beetle. The name kind of sounds familiar. I definitely didn't work with him, but I just want to see who he is. Vinny. By the way, does this sound okay? Do I sound all right? I'm still working on shit. I don't know how to do StreamYard yet. Disney Vinny Beetle? Oh, his name's Scumbag Vinny Beetle. Oh, he follows me on Twitter. Scumbag Vinny, at Vinny Beetle. No, but he follows me. I didn't realize that was his name, like branding. I thought you guys were saying he was a piece of shit, but I guess he calls himself Scumbag. All right. Hernandez, where's the best / vest? It's right there. Boom. Original podcast logo. I'm going to get a new backdrop eventually. It's going to take some time. I'm going to take all these super chats that you're giving me and Venmos and buy a new fucking background. Get a new mic. Magnus, who are your closest friends in comedy? You pretty much know them all. Florentine, Godfrey, Kevin. Trying to think. At one time, I thought it was Bert. One time, I thought it was Tripley, but that proved to be wrong. Trying to think offhand. I'm working with Brad Williams. Me and Brad are cool. Trying to think guys I talk to on the phone. They'll just call me up. Tony Mazer, but he's like a local guy. He has a radio gig, so he doesn't tour. I mean, you kind of know them all. If they come on the podcast. I'm pretty good friends with Jamie Kennedy. I bet you guys never knew that. We don't talk a lot, but when we do, Like he's coming to Side Splitters in like 2 months. We've been texting. I think he's gonna do my podcast on Friday. Pretty sure. I can't. If something comes to my mind, I'll let you know. Chad, you should do Ian Ellis's show. I don't know Ian Ellis. Sark Anaphorian says I sound great. Well, he's a piece of shit. I like how you ask a question and then you go, well, he's a piece of shit. Oh, Earl. Yes, of course. Renee. Love the podcast you do with Daddy Man Skakel. Earl Skakel's a good friend of mine. Yeah, Earl's great. Eleanor Kerrigan's great. I'll switcheroo. Mosca, shout out. Jacob Marie. Jamie Kennedy's pretty cool. I know some people who worked with him. Now, Jamie's a good dude. Oh, Nick Swartzen, who's currently at a hotel bar in Key West for the past 4 months. From what I found out from the stream, they were 100% right. He's been in Key West since December at a hotel. So shout out Swartzen. And I guess he's not answering any of his social media. He deleted his social media and went off the grid, which I respect. Kind of like an Ari. Daniel being nice. I was around 20 when the Jamie Kennedy experiment blew up. Yeah, guys, if you want me to ask Jamie a question, just send me a DM, email me, or DM me on Patreon, and I'll ask him live on air. And I'll tag you. I don't know if you'll get followers from it, but I'll give you a shout out. Boom. All right. So Ken Mosca's in the chat. Mosca, is your friend doing the show Friday, or have to get somebody? There was some miscommunication last week, but the one with Florentine, I think we can agree, worked out really well. California Love, you hitting that list, bud. The checklist, I'm going down the list, brother. Sark Anaphorian says, Skakel's last appearance on MLC was one of the top episodes of all time. Funny ass dude I never heard of. I met Earl years ago, but he invited me to do his podcast at his house, and I just knew the dude was funny. I could tell he was hilarious. Then I had him on my podcast, and we just became friends. Because we go down these deep wormholes of obscure TV and movies and just rustling and just weird stuff that it's so funny because we actually have another Bad Guys episode in the works. We're trying to schedule it as we speak with Ashley. We're trying to, I don't want to give away the guest, but it's if you're like a nerd guy like we are on nerdy 80s Bad Guys, you're going to love it. And shout out Mark Maron for getting William Zabka. That was my number. I want to get William Zabka on the Bad Guys, but he's too big. He's too famous. He's laying low until he announces his podcast. All right. Is it Starvos? No. I like Starvos. I was at the stand doing Frantic, and he was there, and he knew who I was, which was weird. It's always weird, like when you know a comic and they know who you are, but you never met. By the way, I'm not doing drugs. I'm doing liver detox. Cleaning it up, guys. California Love, are you going to be at Skankfest this year? I was going to be at Skankfest before the shutdown because Florentine and I were going to El Paso, Texas to see Rage Against the Machine open up their tour with Run the Jewels. And then everything shut down. And now I don't know when it's going to be. I know they're changing some things. And if it fits in the schedule, great. If not, and if you're going, I suggest you go. It's a good time. It's one of the best fest. Renee J. Hernandez, Skakel is hilarious, especially when you get him into the Predator. It's not that hard to get Earl into the Predator. Skegfest. Jimmy the Lip says, yo. Shout out again, Sark, for the 1999 super chat. That was really badass of you. California Love, hit up Luis J. Gomez to find out you need to be there. You send a message to Luis J. saying I need to be there. If you're on Twitter, I'll retweet it. Jerry says, I created Predator in 1987. I saw Predator in the movie theater with my abusive stepfather. True story. He took me to see it. I didn't even know what it was, and I loved it. Neon Gutters, he won't listen to me. I'm thinking if we get something going, he'll reach out to me. I don't want to have to ask again. I think I have a name in the comedy world. I'm not a big name. I'm not a household name, but I have a name. All these guys know who I am. All of them. You know, I'm not making that Kreischer, Tom Segura money, that Joe Rogan money, but people know who I am. Daniel Bean, I dug the episode of MLC with Stu Kamens. Dude sounds exactly like Sam Kinison to me. Jacob Marie, you don't want to be a household name in the comedy world. It's true, you don't. I'm known by my peers. My peers know who I am. I just don't have the fan base my peers have. And I just want a small one. Nice, loyal one. That's it. Neon Gutters says Lewis makes people kiss his ass though. I like Lewis. I like what he does. But exactly, I don't want to kiss the ring. He knows who I am. He acknowledges me every time I see him. But I've been doing it longer. You know, he's been more successful. I get it, but I just don't want to. I'm done begging, and will you please put me on? I just don't have it in me anymore. I'd be a good fit. The fan base knows me. Renee J. Hernandez, have you ever met Brian Holtzman? Yes, many of times, and I've sat in the Comedy Store and watched him perform many times and been amused, and I laughed my ass off. California Love. I never get on Twitter or Facebook. Yuck. Hit me up, Lewis. Lewis is a solid dude. I'm pretty sure he's in the chat. I'm just kidding. Joseph says, Big J has long coattails. I love Big J. I've opened for Big J. I've done the road with Big J. I've gone out to dinner with Big J. He's been very, very nice to me. I have his phone number, but I'm just not tight with him. You know, I'm not tight with those guys. Like you said, they have a lot of ass kissers and hanger-ons, and I'm just a dude. I'm a comic like they are. Big J's been cool to me. He treats me great. Lewis is creating a micro Hollywood at NY. He's creating something way better than Hollywood, trust me. Sark Anaphorian says, I think Starvo secretly sucks off Mullen the way he laughs at everything he says. I think this is a cum-town conversation. Neon Gutters, Big J is hilarious. He is. He's fucking great. Mike Schubert, the coattails long enough for the Legion of Hat. Don't say that. They've earned everything they've gotten by going up against the system, taking chances, being edgy. They built their thing from the bottom. I respect the Legion of Skanks. Neon Gutters, Ralph and Shannon run the network, though. Yeah, they do. They're great. I've been on Gas Digital. I did Vecchione's podcast with Justin Silver. I don't think he does it anymore. I did Godfrey's. I did another one. But it isn't ask. It isn't begging. It's all perspective, pushing positivity. Enjoy it. You got it. Jacob Marie, they aren't edgy. Holy shit, look what we got. Boom, another super chat from Hate Cunts with a K. Shout out Hates Cunts. Hates Cunts. Is he gay? Is he Tim Dillon? Hates cunts. Jacob Marie. Hell yeah. Neon Gutters 2020. If they're so edgy, why are all of the podcasts just them whining about being canceled now? They're basically social justice warriors. I don't listen. I don't know what they're doing. And it's not even trying to throw shade. It's just, I just, I don't know. I get tired of comedy talk. I do it. I do it on like 5 podcasts a week. I don't need to go listen to other people talk about it. My man Joseph down here, comic, Boydilla. I like them. Just gets to be too much with 5 or more people on the podcast. Cobra with a K says Chad knows because his back is facing them already. Boom. Suck it. Uh-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Another super chat from Renee J. Hernandez. Thank you. Shout out Renee J. Oh, shit. Oh, it just keeps coming and it just don't quit. Got another super chat from my man Jacob Maria. Shout out Jacob Marie. Shout out. Sark, Anaphorian. Holtzman was the highlight a few times I went to the Comedy Store when I lived in Los Angeles many, many, many years ago. Mike Schubert says Jay and Lewis are hilarious, but 20 other people in the room get in the way. Jerry says there's a school principal named Mr. Kuntz with a Z. Sarkonforian says, hey, Kuntz, gay or not, best screen name ever. Definitely top 5. Kuntz's German means art. All right, I'm learning something. See, you come to the chat, you learn some things, kids. This is a learning forum. This is a learning medium. That's why you're here. Not to talk shit, not to hear gossip, not to be entertained. It's about to learn. And today, Jerry says Kunz is a German means, and it means art. So we're learning as we go. I'm learning. I have a college degree. I'm a general studies major. Yeah, 7 years. I got the degree. I still haven't used it. I don't know what it is. I have a joke in my act. People ask me what it is. I'm like, I don't know. I may or may not be qualified to be an assistant manager at Hot Topic. I don't know. But I have it. Ken Moska says Gladwell in German is Gladwell. Interesting. See, more knowledge. But let's give a shout out back to Jacob Maria, 5. We got my man Renee J. Hernandez and Hates Cunts, who started this whole thing. And that's the motherfucking thanks he gets. Joseph Hodilla, can't you, buddy? California Love. I want my steering the t-shirt. I'm working on it right now. I got a kid who's actually over in St. Pete's working on a website for me right now. I'm trying to get the whole thing going. I'm a one-man operation, guys. I put all my energy in all of this. This is what I do. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll continue to provide as much content as I possibly can. I'll jump on here I'm going to try to make this a timed event. I'm going to try to make it where when this thing gets built bigger, when we get a better backdrop, we get a better microphone, maybe a switcher. I want to make it a timed thing where we can all jump on, talk shit. Maybe I can have guests, like I do a split screen. We could do it live. You know, I got my team. I got Tyler who's helping me with sit down Zoomock. We're trying to figure out lives. It's all going to come together. So thank you for hanging in there. Bobby Miller, 7 years. Holy cow! What a liberal cunts school. What liberal cunt school did you go to? Kent State. Damn it! It was all my fault. I declared myself financially independent. I went with loans and I paid myself, so I can only go part time. And I never really wanted. I really didn't know what I was going to do. California Love is rooting for me. Thank you for the love. Thanks for rooting for me. And shit. Oh, Billy P just sent me a Venmo. Shout out Billy P. That's exciting. Do you know the Joe Fo podcast guys? I do not know those guys, Neon. Jerry says comedy doesn't have college. Well, that's where I started doing comedy because I had some high school friends. We had a sketch group called the Fat Five with a PH, and we had like an old VHS camera. We would make sketches, and they were terrible, but we thought we were hilarious, and we would make VHS sketches in boxes, and we would sell them. And then we started doing comedy night at a local bar in Kent, the Robin Hood. It was on Monday nights, $5 to get in, and eventually we would sell the place out every Monday. It was crazy. And we were terrible, but people would come see us. And from there, a friend of mine, a mutual friend named Lindsay, says, my friend Mike Polk, who goes to Kent, he has a local access show, like a public access TV show. You guys should meet. We met, we hit it off, and we started doing local access. And there was this Weird Al Yankovic, UHF weird thing we did. Long story short, we started a sketch group. We did Second City. I didn't want to be in sketch group anymore, so I decided to go solo, and that's why I became a stand-up. So I've been doing comedy, performing comedy on stage since 1997. And I've been doing stand-up since 2004. Jacob Maria, the real Bert Kreischer, please stand up. Oh, he's saying because Bobby Miller says so. I guess that makes you the real Van Wilder. Sark Anaphorian says, how much of a cut does YouTube take from Super Chat? Bobby Miller says he thinks it's 30%. Jacob Marie says they take taxes out, right? Probably 10%. I heard 30%. Somebody told me 30%. Let me Google that right now. I think I heard Kwame Brown on his Super Chat saying, on his live saying they take 30%. And so he's like, yeah, man, they take out 30%. So send Kwame Brown a Cash App or a Venmo. Yeah, hit up like Kwame Dash Brown. And I'm like, you were a number one pick in the NBA, a multimillionaire. Why do you need Venmo? Kwame Brown? 30%. I think that's some bullshit. Let me pull that up right now. Let's see what we got. How much does YouTube take from Super Chat? Oh, YouTube takes a percentage of every Super Chat, about 30%. In case someone asks, Super Chats are non-refundable. Donators get a receipt via email with each payment, and YouTube only gives you refunds under special circumstances. Users could spend $500 per day and $2,000 per week on Super Chat. Huh. That's good to know going forward. Hate Cunts just heard me say that, so he sent me 10. And he says, ski mask sucks. All right. That's funny. Jeff Shovelson. Are you cool with Carl at WATP? They bring you up a lot. Jerry Lahan says, that sounds right. I said about 1/3. The thing with Carl, I was a fan of his show. I used to listen to it. And my problem was I went on a show during the quarantine, the lockdown, the shutdown. And I wasn't living in Florida yet. I was supposed to be moving to New York. I was going through a weird time. I was drinking. And I thought it'd be funny to go on a show and troll. Just troll like Stuttering John and Chrissy and Bert. And it didn't come off right. It was weird. I tried to troll it because I was in a trolling mode situation. Long story boring. I told him I shouldn't have done that. We did another podcast where I said, I was out of it. I shouldn't have done that. Just being stupid. But the problem is they won't let it go. Even though it was a clear troll and I was just fucking around. And, he's searching for content. He needs content. And they tried their best to make me into the new Opie and the new John And I'm just like, dude, I'm not playing. I'm not having it. It's just like, you're trying. You're trying to get everyone going. But the fact of the matter is those people like me eventually. I can understand Opie because he's completely out of it. He's lost his mind, and John too. But I was fucking around, so it's not sticking. Their trolls aren't sticking. Oh, I just got another super chat from Sark Anaphorian. He's like, fuck the 30%. Second that. Ski mask sucks. Jesus Christ. He's not even, I hear he's not even doing it anymore. I heard he's done. I heard he quit. I heard he pissed off his co-host because he was talking shit. And I heard he started drinking again. And I heard his girlfriend left him. That's what I hear. I don't watch his shit. I got rid of that dude. I was like, this dude, he came at me. I give people 3 strikes. 3 strikes. And the only reason we went on a show, we were during lockdown. Everyone was fucking bored. And he tried to pretend like he was like a wrap-up show of Misery Loves Company, and Kevin took a liking to it or something. And we did a show as a favor when no one knew who he was. No one still doesn't know who he is. And he more or less, he burned us. Well, he burned me. And he just kept trying to start shit with me. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know you. I don't think you're funny. I don't like doing your show. So bye. So I blocked him, and I'm like, you're done. I don't know who you, I owe you nothing. You're not like on my Patreon. You never say nothing nice about me. You've lied to me. So I don't know who you are. You're not established. No one's heard of you. You don't have a resume. You're not in the business. You're just some home improvement guy from Texas. I don't even know what you do. And you burned every bridge. Everyone hates you. Comics aren't going to do your show, at least the legit ones. So I don't fuck with those dudes. That's the least I can do for these super chats is talk that shit. Because I don't really like to give them any kind of love. I don't like to give them any kind of attention because it's just like, why? Why? Jacob Marie says, I work in California. We don't even get that much withheld. He's talking about the super chats. Neon Gutter says, what do you think of Fens from Ski Mask? He seems way cooler than those schmucks. I mean, he did something pretty shitty. Like he tried to fuck with my legal case, which wasn't cool. And it was like, from what I hear, borderline libel. I don't deal with that dude. I have a feeling Ski Mask was trying to puppeteer him and start shit. Because I don't know. I don't fuck with the dude. I don't know him. Everyone says like in the chats and stuff that he's cool, but I don't know him. But Ski Mask was causing too many problems. Probably he was telling him shit, playing against each other. But the funny thing about that whole thing is that dude got played by him. Because I heard everybody in that Atlantic City compound show, and I heard from a couple reliable sources that he was talking about, he was telling everybody he was going to get rid of him, fire him. So, be careful who you roll with. Bobby Miller, yeah, man. Even Apple Store takes 30% out of all app purchases. YouTube makes a killing. CPM should be $20 to $50, but they rip you off, the creator off, and because YouTube takes care of all the dirty work. Bobby Miller, Ski Mask stinks. Sarkiforian, second that. Jacob Marie, trolling mode situation. Joseph Hodilla, well, since we are sending them to you, can we claim mental deficiency for refunds? There you go. Joe Man says, someone's breath is rank when you can smell it through a mask 5 feet away. Jerry says, I thought it was hilarious when you said they stole NYUR Twitter in Cali. I don't know what that is. Richie Jones says, rack me. California Love says, I'm a YouTube sensation. I second that. I'm going to give myself a super chat. I don't even know how to do it, but I second that. I am a YouTube sensation. Joe Mann says 3 strikes is way too considerate. Yeah, man, I don't know you. I don't owe you. So you burned me once, you burned me twice. Bye. I gave the fucking dude my phone number, which was dumb. I blocked him. And I think he gave it out to somebody. So I was like, all right, dude, you're done. Sark Anaphorian, I think you and someone else should do a 30-minute wrap-up show after MLC with the episode's guest. Gladwell and Ape and I were talking about doing that. Holy shit. We got another super chat alert. I did some math from Joseph Hodilla. Am I saying your name right? Hodilla? Joseph Hodilla, right here in Tampa, Florida. Dropping the $30 super chat. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. My man. My man. I might be doing these 8 o'clock every Wednesday. What do you think? That's a good time? What's better for you? 8 o'clock Tuesday? You tell me. Richard Lopez says, God bless. Bring home the troops. Richie Jones says, I hope you're doing the show to troll Chrissy Mayer. What show? Sark Anaphorian says, maybe too much to ask the guest, but would be funny. Or just go over the show, the wrap-up show, wrap up what happened, what we said. Bobby Miller says, such a genius idea for podcasts, though, debating to random-ass topics everyone knows about. Joseph. Nice, Joseph. A new record. Yeah, Sark. Sark, you've super chatted the most. So you were the first to super chat, so that's a record. But the most is Joseph Hodilla with $30. That was the record as of right now. I toast to you. Sorry. You know what's in here? Moonshine. I'm just kidding. It's water. Booze is gone. Liver detox. Cleaning my life up. Changing some things. Getting focused. Count the votes. All good night, brother. All good, my brother. Oh. Thank you, Joseph. You're a good man. Joseph, just because of that badass super chat and you signing up to my Patreon, anytime you see me performing and you want to just come hang, send me a message. I'll put you on the list, even though you're a comic. I'll put you on the list so you can get in for free and we can chop it up. That's the least I can do. So thank you for your generosity. And I'll give you a bottle of my Silk City hot sauce next time I see you if I'm at a club and I have it with me. It's the least I can do. Mike Schubert, the way the cash is coming in today, you should just do this all day. Well, eventually people are going to get tired and want to do something else. They're going to want to move on with their evening. But I'm having fun. You guys having fun? I like reading the messages and talking and counting shit. Richie Jones, count all the super chats. That's funny. That's a little inside baseball. Jerry says, I was poached from Opie fans. He's on tomorrow night at the same time, supposedly. Maybe I just find out when Opie's doing his, and I'll just do it. Cock block. Can somebody DM me or send me a message on Patreon or Twitter or Instagram, like when Opie does his? Because I will go on at the same time just to annoy him with my captain's hat. I enjoy annoying people. I don't mind that. Annoying's fun. Ken Mosca says the Knicks are getting crushed, getting ready for Brennan's tweets. Ah, shit. Yeah, I knew the Knicks were. Enjoy your, they got to the playoffs. That was better than I thought. Maybe we'll talk about that on Friday at the football show. All right, now Brandon's talking shit on Bobby. This is when it usually happens. This is usually when this is usually when the super chat goes to shit. Is when everyone starts fighting with each other in the comments. Neon Gutters says, I've been skipping the rap premiere for this. Knicks are trending in the right direction, Ken. Joseph Hoydela says, try to talk the lady into seeing you and Brad. Knicks, I'm just opening, Joseph, just for the record. I mean, you probably already knew that. Brad's on the marquee. Richie Jones. How do you feel about LeBron taking a beating the other night on the verge of getting knocked off in the first round? Sark says the only thing better than the Knicks loss would be LeBron's first round exit. I'm 100% on board. The only reason I'm into the NBA is because I want LeBron to go down right now. I'm rooting for the Suns. I think LeBron is a piece of shit. I think he's been very lucky in his career. I think he's been showing his true colors time and time again. I tweeted it out. He was on his best behavior when he came back to Cleveland because he had to restore his reputation with the decision in the city of Cleveland. And people in Cleveland get mad at me. They're like, "Oh, he won you a championship." Like, no, he won himself a championship because he wants to go back to acting like a douchebag. And that's what he does. He divides people. He pouts. He's not a good teammate. He's selfish. And he's getting exposed, and the Laker fans are finally seeing it. Quit comparing him to Jordan. Don't compare him to Jordan any longer. Joe Mann says, glad to see Zumock is an Andre the Giant fan. I love old school wrestling shirts. All right, let's Google this Owen Benjamin article because sorry about my coughing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He is. He's in the Daily Mail. All right, I'm reading the Daily Mail. I don't know if you guys have read this, but it says sorry. Sorry, I have COVID. After this, I'm going to go to a nursing home. All right. It says, disgraced alt-right comedian Owen Benjamin is planning Idaho refuge for his online pal, sparking fears from the locals who fear repeat of a deadly 1992 Ruby Ridge standoff. Oh, Jesus. Plans by a controversial alt-right comedian. I love how he's alt-right now. It's just so... I knew Owen from back in the day. There was nobody more Hollywood than that dude. And he's now alt-right. To build a compound in rural Idaho where his friends from the internet can go and gather has neighbors worried it will turn into an anti-government hotbed, gun-toting extremist and lead to another Ruby Ridge-like standoff. It's unbelievable. So I don't follow Owen, but I know the dude. Okay, like right here, Owen Benjamin, the 41-year-old former Hollywood comedian who had several roles in films, television, and is also engaged to actress Christina Ricci, denies harboring any intentions. He told the Daily Beast that his compound will be a place where families can gather, take their kids fishing, and sleep under the stars. Oh, my God. After Benjamin was shunned by the entertainment industry and banned by mainstream social media companies for a series of racist, anti-Semitic statements, he became on the fringe of far-right websites and platforms. And they're showing photos of where he's living now. Says Benjamin purchased a 10-acre piece of property in Boundary Country, Idaho, just nearby the border of Canada, located on the banks of... That looks pretty. Benjamin then Benjamin then decided to start an online movement called the Great Bear Trail, where his supporters can donate $400 to build the compound in the northern Idaho called Beartaria. It's unclear if Benjamin, who has multiple homophobic pronouncements on his videos, realized the word bear is common slang in the gay community for large, hairy man. I didn't know that. See, you come here to learn, guys. I told you, this is a super chat about learning, not talking shit. The compound would be the headquarters for projects that support growth and local educational or viral skills to benefit our futures. Yeah, this sounds culty. Sounds very culty. To that end, he purchased a 10-acre property in boundary country just near the border of Canada. Terry Ottman, the man who sold the property to Benjamin, wrote a letter to the country commissioner stating that he is concerned that the buyer would use the land for a compound that would host Aryan Nation supporters who would get weapon trainings on the premises. Jesus Christ. Can't buy this publicity. I'm telling you this is because I was recently made aware of the unsettling situation with potential unpleasant outcome and want to do everything I can to prevent it, Otten said in a letter to the country commissioners dated April 14th. Other neighbors have protested the planned development by saying in the breaches of zoning laws, stipulating that the land should be used for agriculture. Agriculture. Otten cited on social media posts which read, "You may now go to Owen's property. Here's the address." I don't want to give out his address. The text of the post. I don't care. It's on the Daily Beast and the Daily Mail. So, comedian Owen Benjamin has officially secured land at 774 Earl Lane Road, Bonners Ferry, Idaho. That's so funny. He lives in Idaho. In a Ruby Ridge style compound where it has everyone invited who contributed $400 of any amount to begin making their way there. Holy shit, I didn't know what Owen Benjamin was up to, and this sounds pretty scary. We can now begin creating a beautiful dream bear village Owen promised us. See you there, guys. Wow. In social media videos, Benjamin has dubbed the planned compound Urso Rio because the proximity of the Moya River. Sorry, I don't know these words. I went to college for 7 years. I'm a general studies major. He refers to himself as Big Bear and his supporters as Bears. On social media, I wonder if Two Bears, One Cave know. I wonder if there's like a breach of contract there or some sort of lawsuit Owen can file on the Two Bears, One Cave. On social media, users from the diverse places like Brooklyn, New York, Israel have posted images of the Great Bear Trail handles showing them living off the land, growing vegetables in their yards, with hashtags that include Beartaria, Unbearables, the Great Bear Trail. Last year, Benjamin began raising the money for the Beartaria. Any bear who donates $400 would be entitled to a 2-week vacation at the planned compound, 10% of which can be set aside for refuge. Donate toward the creation of the compound with cabins and utility. The Great Bear. Oh, Jesus, this is crazy. This is a whole thing. It keeps going. I'm making a joke. I'm not going to read this whole thing because it goes on and on and on and on and on. Holy shit. Then they go into a story about the Ruby Ridge and the standoff between the feds and anti-government separatists that left 3 dead and continues to inspire U.S. Jesus, Owen Benjamin, what are you doing, dude? Dude, I remember you getting drunk at the Improv making fart jokes. Now you're starting compounds? I remember you hanging out with Nick Swartzen, giving high fives. I have a photo. I wonder if I could pull it up. of you coming to my birthday party and bringing a cake on stage with some people. You were in Adam Sandler films. Now you're starting to. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Let me read some of your comments. Oh, I got another super chat while I was reading the Owen Benjamin story. And Hake Kuntz sent me another $5 saying, LeBron is basically Frank Pellegrino if Frank Pellegrino had talent. I'll read the shit out of that. Joe Mann says live COVID stream. Sark Anaphorian says he stole a championship from Cleveland. If Draymond Green didn't get suspended in that series, Golden State would have won it. I agree. I'm a Cleveland fan, but I agree. Tommy Fan, the Daily Mail has less credibility than the New York Post. Bobby Miller, he's a plant. Richie Jones said agreed. Sark and Ray Allen, last second 3 from being 2-8 in the finals. 2-8? All right, I'm just getting through the LeBron shit. Sorry, I was just. News rags are ass or shitholes, according to Jerry. California Live says, be careful, Chad. Don't believe all the fake news. Question everything. I'm not. I'm just reading it. Joe Mann says, wasn't being Benjamin a flat earther at one point, or was he just trolling? What's the difference between a cult and culture? Brandon Miller. Bear's been gayness is a kind of attraction to big, hairy, bear-like men. Whoa, I came back in at a fun time, Jacob Marie. California Love says, fake news, Chad. Don't be gullible. This sounds like biased journalism. And you better believe Draymond Green was suspended in that series so that the NBA could give LeBron that feel-good story bringing home a championship. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. I'm going to agree with that 100%. Jacob Ryan, did you work out today? Yep. Rode my bike 14 miles, and I got my 10,000 steps in. Boom, baby. And I did some stretching and some push-ups. Is Tim Dillon going with Bert? Jacob Schrebert says, what happened to Owen Benjamin? Yes, Owen should sue Tom. He would win favor of the entire internet if he didn't do that. Bobby Miller says that basketball should be sue Tom for slander. Hold on. Owen's a good guy. The lamestream fake-ass media always tries to make Owen sound wacky. California Love. Here's the thing. I don't listen to Owen, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't have a problem with him. He's never done anything to me. I know him. He knows who I am. I just haven't seen him in a while. I just hear stories, and I read stuff like that. I don't know what's going on. Richie says, all I know is Neil stinks. Sarkin Forian, want to puke? Picture Tim Dillon and Bert in a hot, sweaty, hardcore fuck session. Ew. I'm giving you back your super chat for that image. California says, move on from Owen. I'm just reading your shit, dude. Move on from Owen. I'm just reading. I stopped. It was too long. Okay, here you go. Jacob Ryan, why do you hate Brian McCarthy? I don't hate Ryan. I love fucking with him. That's fun because he gets so bent out of shape because he takes himself so seriously, and he's so dismissive to me. So it's fun to poke at him. Punching out, Chad. Talk soon. Later, Ken. Okay, I'm caught up on the messages here. Richie Jones says Tom Brady bought that house from Derek Jeter, Chad. I know. I live 3.1 miles. So he owns it now. I rode past his house. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and you should, if you don't already, Chad Zumach, my name. I do Facebook stories all the time, and I rode past his house on my bike. In retrospect, sounds creepy, but content. Absent stars. I like when Owen got drunk and would yell at his dog and then throw the empty White Claw cans at the dog. Interesting. Dude, it's fucking ugly. Jacob Ryan says, what baseball team do you like? I'm technically an Indians fan, but I don't pay attention anymore. I don't care. Sark Anaphorian. Owen should hit the road with Vinny Champ when he gets released and have Frank Pellegrino manage the tour. And he can be with Joselita the Puppet opening. The Cleveland baseball team. That's right, Richie. The Cleveland baseball team. Holy shit, it's 9:30. I've been on this bitch for an hour and a half. All right, guys, I got some shit I got to do. I want to hang. We got 30 people in here. I want to hang some more. And I thank you all for the super chats. Sincerely grateful, appreciated. Thank you. I'll keep doing these. Send me DMs when Opie's going to do his so I could do mine. Because that's, again, like me fucking with Brian McCarthy, I'm fucking with Opie. It's just fun. It's just fun to do. And, yeah, we'll hit up, Sark sent me another one. Thank you, Sark. Night, bro. Thank you a lot, Sark, and for you. And follow him on YouTube here. I think he has a channel. I'm going to follow him right after this. All right. Reze Hosen says, Chad, dude, you touched on this, but really have no idea. But you say, where the fuck is Sam Tripoli? How come you guys had a fallout? We'll talk about it in the next chat, dude. I'm tired. Thanks again, Sark, for the nice donations. It's a long story. I've told it a million times, but I'm not trying to blow you off. But I got some shit I got to do. We're trying to prepare for a couple. I got to get some guests for Sit Down Zumach. I got to send some stuff over to the website, dude. I got to edit a Sit Down Zumach. It's a lot. So it's 9:30. I want to get this stuff done by 11:30 so I can go to bed early, so I can get up, work out. But thank you for tuning in. We're building it. It's happening brick by brick, slowly but surely. Again, if you're not signed up to my Patreon, please do so. It's patreon.com/sitdownzumach. For as little as $3, you get bonus content. Thanks again for all the Venmos, super chats. We're going to keep building it. Keep telling your friends. Keep subscribing. Keep telling people to subscribe. We're going to keep going. Joseph Hodilla says, you go, man. We're here for the journey. So let's make it something. And I appreciate the support. It makes me keep wanting to do it. Thank you, Seiazan Z, for the dual stream. Thanks to the new subscribers. New Miserless Company is out right now. Go listen to it on Patreon. And that's a wrap, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great evening. Stay healthy and stay white. Talk to you soon. Gotta go.